Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another Around the Town of Branford with Henry and Frank. I'm Frank Toohill, and I'm here today with three gentlemen from the Knights of Columbus in Branford, and they packed 40,000 meals last year, and they're looking this year to pack 50,000 meals. It's an incredible story, and they're going to tell us all about it, and you can participate in this project. It's to feed the hungry in undernourished countries, and it's a terrific program going on right here in Branford. So with us today are three co-chairs of this event, and I'm going to say hello now to Jerry Staunton. How are you, Jerry?
Hi, Frank. I'm doing good. Thanks.
Also, Jeff Ulrich.
Hello, how are you today?
Great, thank you. And Steve Schambach.
Good morning, Frank. How are you?
It's great to see you all here today. So, would you tell us about the event? I'm going to ask Jerry. Would you tell us, would you give us the headlines about this event? It's coming up on Saturday, February 17th in Stony Creek at the St. Teresa Church.
Basically, we're going to be packing 50,000 meals this year, up from 40,000 last year. And these meals are going to be, they're like dehydrated food. It's what we call disaster relief type food that's going to be packaged and boxed up and then sent to countries such as Haiti and Guatemala.
That's great, Jerry. So what you're looking for are people to help pack the food on Saturday, February 17th. And you're also looking for contributions, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So let's ask Jeff now. Jeff, so if people, want to participate in this effort, which is wonderful, how can they get in touch with, with you?
So there's a couple of different ways. I think they're going to be showing the information on the flyer as part of this, but also the Knights of Columbus website. It's the Branford KOC.org is the website they can go to get the link, or they can send an email to feedthehungry@kocbranford.org. And through both of those, they'll be able to get the information that allows them to both donate or sign up for the event.
Also, too, the codes, there's two codes which are going to be on the screen. And there's a screen, that if you want to scan it to volunteer, and there's another screen there to scan if you want to make a contribution. Steve, would you tell us about, this event? I mean, the purpose of the event. Who's the event for?
Well, the event is for it's for undernourished children, families in a couple of different places. It may be in Haiti, it may be in Guatemala, wherever they find the need the greatest. And Cross Catholic Outreach is helping us with this. They supply all the food and the equipment and everything like that to put it all together. We just have to pay them for it and get that going. But it goes to all those children and families.
What's the cost, Steve, per meal?
Cost per meal is 33 cents. That includes all the the rice, the beans, the vegetables, the soy, all of that gets packed into these Vita Food meal bags. And it also covers all the shipping and the transportation of all the meals.
Okay, so the cost per meal, right, for the dried foods, 33 cents, and you're trying to pack 50,000
meals. So quick math, that works out to $16,500.
Okay. So that was to pack 40,000. No, that's the goal of this year. But in 2023, right, you did 40,000.
40,000, right. And the state of Connecticut Knights of Columbus Council, the state council, they sponsored that one, and they did a fantastic job. And we hosted it for them, had it here at St. Teresa. And this year, we're planning on sponsoring it ourselves with the help of everybody in our communities and the surrounding Knights of Columbus councils, if they would like to join in, and and the parishes in the areas, and any local businesses or any people that want to join in.
That's great. just wanted to know, I'm going to ask Jerry now. So this is a project that you've taken on before in Branford by the Knights of Columbus, right?
It is.
Yeah. And now in 2023, right, at that time you raised 40,000, or you packed 40,000 meals. So my question is, so to pack 40,000, how much time did that take?
It took about 2.5 hours.
Two and a half hours to pack
meals.
40,000 meals?
We had about 130 people,
Really?
and it went pretty smoothly, and it was a lot of fun. Really a lot of fun.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, you get the volunteers again this year, and you
Sure.
I mean, you feel confident that you can pack 50,000 within the 4 hours that you've that you've
Absolutely.
arranged.
Absolutely.
It's a really fantastic event. The way it's set up, Cross Catholic comes in, they give us a big hand. Pallets show up the day before with all the food. It's all broken into. We create 10 or 12 table runs, and then when people show up, they get assigned to the different tables. They kind of give instructions on step by step what to do, and every table kind of becomes a team. And by the end of the 3 or 4 hours, they're all getting along. They're enjoying it, having spending some time together. So it's great. You show up at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. By noon, you've this big group of people's had a really fantastic event, and we have a couple pallets full of food that's about to be shipped off to South America. It's a really fantastic few hours.
Absolutely, and I'm sure the people, when the people receive these meals down in South America, I'm sure they're very pleased to get them. Question for Steve. I just wanted to know the sponsor of the event. Who's the sponsoring, this whole food packing?
This year it's going to be us, the Knights of Columbus, Council 10 here in Branford. We've been in Branford for 140 years, thereabouts, 139, something like that. But we've been in Branford here. This council is number 10 of all the Knights of Columbus councils. So we started out pretty early on. We're going to be sponsoring it, but we're getting help from all of our other area Knights of Columbus councils, and then we work with Cross Catholic Outreach to do this. But it's really the guys of our council are kind of putting it all together to make it happen. And of course, we're going to get a lot of help from the people that did it last year for the state council.
Speaking of the Knights of Columbus in Branford, now I mean, you got the church, right? There's the church right downtown Branford on Main Street, St. Mary's.
Right.
Well, like across the street from that, used to be the Knights of Columbus Hall on Rogers Street there. And that was the former home of the Hammer family, which owned the MIF. And it was a great hall. It was a beautiful house that, used to use. So anyway, now speaking of the Knights of Columbus, since we're talking about the Knights, it's a great organization. I believe, right, that the headquarters for the world headquarters of the Knights is in downtown New Haven. That's that beautiful tall building. Yep. The architect was Roach and Dinkaloo, I think, which is, and I'm sure that I'm sure over the years, I mean, when it first went up, people really, it was a really striking building. I mean, it still is, it's a beautiful place. But would you tell us, I mean, throughout the world, in the country, for example, what type of things did the Knights do? Jerry?
Oh, we do a lot of things. We do work for such as this event. We do work with the community dining room. We have a lot of fundraisers, dinners to raise money. We do Coats for Kids, which I think that worldwide we just hit 1 million coats.
Something like that.
Wow.
Recently. So
That's great.
we're a fraternity of men of about 2 million strong worldwide. And we do a lot. We really do a lot.
Now, if a person, would like to join the Knights, how do they get in touch with the Knights, Jeff?
So the same type of way you would for this with the website. If you go to the Knights of Columbus.
Or you could come to us.
Yeah, you come to our website, which is the Branford K of C. I think I said KOC before. BranfordKofC.org.
Yeah.
And that they'll give them information on how to get in contact with us and how who to reach out to. It'll also tell you when our meetings are and things like that as well.
All right, that's great. So anyway, if you're just joining our program, the purpose of this great event is to pack 50,000 meals during a 4-hour period. And this is going to be on Saturday, February 17th. And this is in Stony Creek at the St. Teresa Church, which is right on Leeds Island Road. And, if you would like to volunteer at the food packing, which is on, as I said, February 17th, you can contact, it goes to BranfordKofC.org. That's the website that gives you all the information. And, they're also looking for donations because, 50,000 meals at 33 cents a meal is about $16,000. And so, but the idea is, to feed the hungry through the love of Christ. And, there's a lot of people, that are, they aren't really starving, I don't think, but they're undernourished. So all the stuff that you're going to pack is all good food, right, Jerry?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Vitafood?
Vitafood, beans, vegetables, rice, stuff that's sustainable. Yeah.
It's all 2,000 calorie
Yeah.
meals. Each meal is 2,000 calories.
That's just
It's all
about right.
measured out. Yeah,
That's what you
just
want.
What you need. And
Perfect for
so
health.
it's it's not just filler stuff. It's good nourishing meals.
Yeah, that's great. So let's see. And now I think you said before, right, that the 50,000 meals packed in Branford, they're going to Haiti and Guatemala. How come you picked those two countries?
It's really up to Cross Catholic where it goes. It goes to where it's needed most. Those are the two countries that they've been dealing with, I think, last year and I think this year.
You see? Mm-hmm. Okay, and so I think you said before, Steve, that that you had a bunch of volunteers last year when you packed 40,000 meals. So I mean, do you think that if you get the same number of volunteers this year, 130, that you can do this within the 4 hours that you've allotted?
Yeah, so last year it took us a little over 2.5 to 3 hours to do the 40,000 meals. If we got the same number of volunteers, we're confident we could do it in like a little longer, maybe 3 to 4 hours, because it's just a little more time. But at the pace that we are producing them, we don't have any concerns about producing another 10,000 meals within that time period.
Okay. Also, I just wanted to know if we could give out somebody's phone number, because there are people that that they don't have computers yet, and so they can't access the website. Is there any phone number we could give out for the nights or?
Jeff, I think your
Yep.
phone number's on.
So
The phone number's on
number's
as on the poster.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's 203-395-3205.
Okay, so it's 203-395-3205. That's the phone number. Okay, if
Correct.
you want to
Yep.
reach them that way. So I think we've covered the whole idea. I mean, it's a terrific event in Branford at St. Teresa Church. It's going to be on Saturday, February 17th. They're trying to, get volunteers to pack 50,000 meals for the hungry. And they're also trying to raise, the $16,000, that they need. Of course, the meals are only 33 cents a piece. So, and as they said, they're extremely good meals too, about 2,000 calories each. So it's a great event, and it's a great organization, the Knights of Columbus. And as Steve said, they've been in Branford for, over like 100 years, and
Yeah.
so it's just terrific. So thank you all for being with us. So we've been talking to the three co-chairs of this great event, Jerry Staunton, and Jeff Ulrich.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Steve Schambach.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So I'm Frank Toohill for Henry Pond. Until next time, goodbye.